Hi everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. It's the time we've all, especially me, have been waiting for. Time to open my gifts. I was a good angel pup and I didn't open them all last night. I waited all day just so I could open them with my subscribers. Now, I'm going to be opening them one at a time, and I might edit the video, but I'm not going to do any reshoots. I want it to be authentic. I'll be counting a few things above my head right there. I'll be counting eggs because it's a fun Wolfden tradition to give people eggs. I'll be counting charcoals I get because it's another fun tradition for naughty, naughty wolves like me. And I might count some other things like GC, SC, maybe some cool gifts. We'll see what happens when I edit the video. So finally, let's get started. First gift is this box from Athena. And it is a dark fog and an essence covered for a clump. Wow, that's really good. Thank you so much, Athena. Next up is from Anonymous, this green leaf. Oh my God, this is a good one for grinding. I'm still working on stats for my leads, so this is super good. Thank you to whoever sent it. Christmas tree from Noruko. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Noruko. And it is a blue jay feather decor. Always good to have those. Thanks so much, Noruko. Next up is Nava. Now, this is my favorite wrapping paper, the cute little fur. So let's see what's inside. Another great gift, 3 lucky foots. That'll definitely help me keep getting stats. Thank you so much, Nava. Next up, Mustang. An overgrown cave. That's actually a super good background. Thank you so much. I actually been collecting backgrounds recently, so that's super helpful. Next up is a fur from Anonymous. It's a bear berry. Thanks so much, Anonymous. Next up, Kiljera77. Oh, wow, this is a lot. Thank you so much. Food, super helpful always. A fairy ring moss. That's super cool. And some other little items. Thank you. Next up is Sojin. Let's see. 5 arnicas. Perfect. Always helpful. Thank you so much. Next up is Badly Anonymous. That's a good name. Lucky Foot. Next up, Moon Eclipse. An ebony jewel ring and 100 SC. SC's always great. Thank you so much. Next up is Wolf Fox, who actually follows the channel. Hi, Wolf Fox. Let's see what she sent me. Holy crap. An eye applicator violet. Thank you so much, Wolf Fox. That is the best gift I've gotten so far. I actually don't even know if someone's going to beat that. I love the purple eyes. That's amazing. Thank you. Next up is Dark Dust. I love how you have a little heart in your username. That's so cute. Another great gift, the healing salve, which I always need, and some remnants. Thank you so much. Next up is Blossomia. Next up is Blossomia, and they got me 3 horse carcasses and 100 SC. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, also for anyone who I'm thanking, I'm just going to try and use they, them pronouns because I can't look at every profile when recording. Sorry if I messed it up. I'm doing my best, I promise. Next up is Electro Swing with a little Christmas tree. Let's click the gift. Another awesome gift. Oh, a crow skull. That's actually really cool. I don't think I own a crow skull yet. So if they ever do a crow item, now I have a crow skull. Next is Perryton Faye. Oh, some crowns. I do love the crowns. Thank you so much. Next up is Nat with a little snowflake. I actually didn't put any emoticons in my username this year. I should have. It's so cute. Oh my God, really awesome. Attached antlers white tail and a total lunar eclipse beaver. Thank you so much, Nat. I really appreciate it. Next up is Jinxie. A morning dove, which I actually don't have, and a morning cloak. I'm not sure if those were on my wish list or not. I know I had some birds, but I'm super thankful. Thank you so much. That's really cool. Next up, one from Anonymous. 200 SC. Don't know who you are, but I'm always thankful for SC. Next up is Furyk. Furyk's actually a good friend of mine online, and they do all my decors, my custom decors. So they're definitely worth checking out. Go check out their custom decor shop. And they sent me bear fangs and a bearberry. Next up is Broody Mage. 50 SC. Thanks so much. Next up is Arwen. Oh, wow, a few things. Healing Salve, a pineapple leaf, which is always good. Swan Feather, 100 SC, and 2 GC. That's so great. Thank you so much. Next up is Greenpeace. And they sent 50 SC. Thanks so much, Greenpeace. Next up is Anonymous. 100 SC, also great. Next up is Mercury. They're another friend of mine, so I'm kind of excited. They told me it was pretty good. Oh, wow, that's so much stuff, actually. Okay, so a basic leather collar dark brown, basic leather collar light brown, basic leather collar dark teal, a border collie companion, and candy cane antlers. Thanks so much, Mercury. Next up is silver Umbreon, a Florida scrub jay, and a resting grouse flock. Those are awesome items. I don't have the recipes for those, so I really appreciate it. Next up is Anonymous. An Arctic White. I actually gave away all my Arctic Whites, so I'm excited to get some more again. Another Anonymous. 5 amusement scraps. That's great. Thank you so much. Next up, the Ghost King. The Ghost King sent 1 cliff swallowtail, a ginger, a lucky foot, and an English marigold, which is a colereach herb. Thank you so much, the Ghost King. Next up is Wolfie FC, Melanism Breeder. Let's click. 200 SC. That's always great. Thank you so much. Next up is Mochi, a flickering flower. That's super good for Luna recipes, so I super appreciate it. Thanks so much, Mochi. Next up is Aim, because it's tiny. It's Aim, but super tiny. Aim. Oh, wow, an albino growl custom decor. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Next up is Deadly Murmurs. I think that's how it's pronounced. 2 healing salves. Thanks so much. Next up, pineapple. I can't believe I just said that. Let's see. Some medicines. We got a hepatitis cure, heat stroke remedy, mange salve, which is great. My wolves always get mange. Distemper cure and diarrhea cure. We know what happens to those leads. They're always rolling in the poo-poos. Next up is Nice Knife, a Woodhouse's scrub jay, and a muscled fangs tail jewelry. I actually don't have the tail jewelry. I can't remember if I just got a Woodhouse scrub jay, but either way, I'm super thankful. I love collecting all the jays. Next up is Keld, 2 bones, a big bison, and 100 SC. Thanks so much. Next is Pajami, which kind of reminds me of pajamas. Love pajamas. A burning bush, a buffalo berry, and a wolf trophy tail necklace. I don't have any of those, so thank you so much. Next up is Newt, like Newt, but only 1 Newt. An arnica, a peregrine falcon feather, a lucky foot, a horse carcass, and 1 GC. Thanks so much. Next up is Pitch. 100 SC. That's awesome. Thank you. Next up is Birch Claw. 3 lucky foots and 5 GC. Holy. Thank you so much, Birch Claw. Next up is Jesp. I got 1 whale rib bone. I got a lot of those, but it never hurts to have amusement. A rich healing salve. Awesome. A lucky foot. Awesome. An elk bull. Awesome, because I didn't play much today and I have a big pack to feed. And 3 GC. Thank you so much. Also, your name is really funny to say. Jesp. I love it. Next up is Snowflake Present Vo Devil. Snowman. Funny. An elk ear recipe, a whale rib bone, and a healing salve. Thanks so much. Next up is Moon Whisper. A butterfly wing. Thank you so much. And next up is Honor. 5 bones. Thank you so much. I can make so many bone recipes with this. Next up is Anonymous. Small doe carcass. Every food helps. Thank you so much. Next up is Creepy with a 3. 2 elk cow carcasses and a doe carcass. Thanks so much. Next up is Anonymous. A buffalo berry. Thank you. Next up is Star Wolf. 3 lucky foots. Next up, Anonymous again. I'm saying next up and thank you a lot, but I just want each person to see how happy I was to get their gift. 3 beaver carcasses. I don't have the beaver encounter where I am in the glacier, so that's super fun. Thank you. Next up is Karma. 5 lucky foots. Thank you. I was starting to get low, so all these lucky foots are super helpful. Next up is Anonymous again. 4 glowing spores. Perfect to make sentinel poses. Thank you so much. Next up, Anonymous. 1 tansy crown. Thank you. Next up is Leth. A lucky foot. Thank you so much. Hopefully I got your name right. Next is, I believe it's Ginny. I've been on their profile before. It's not Ginny. I could be wrong though. Oh wow, that's a lot. A coyote tail, which is awesome. I kind of want coyote parts in case we get a coyote base or something. Skeletal remains, thank you. Pasque flower, that's always awesome. I have so many VLF girls, but sometimes I just don't have time to breed them at 1%. Ferris rolling ball. And recipe, Syntharian frill accents purple. Probably pronounced that wrong. Next up is Yidra. Medicine infection bomb. Thank you so much. Next up is Anonymous. Again. So many Anonymouses. A whale rib bone. Thank you. Next up is Coyote. A lucky foot. Thank you so much, Coyote. Next is Cormia. A dandelion decor, which I don't believe I have right now. A cedar bark. And our first charcoal, I believe. Thank you so much. So far, I haven't been that naughty because there's only been 1 charcoal. Next up is Kai with these cute little paw prints. An acorn. Thank you so much, Kai. I gave away so many acorns, so it's definitely good to get the supply back up a little bit. Next up is White Death. Wow. A red chicken. I don't want to say the actual name on YouTube. I like to get monetized sometime in the future. A muskrat carcass decor. A purple essence flame ankles. And a healing salve and a lucky foot. Thank you so much. Next is Kijin. I feel like I already opened this gift, but going crazy. A meat chunks medium. Thank you so much. That's my first meat chunks. Next up, Danny. I got a wolf skull remnant and a roadrunner feather. Thanks so much, Danny. Next up is torch blazing. A bone marrow. That's always helpful. Thank you so much. Next up is Anonymous. 10 SC. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Sheep flocks. 3 smoldering effigies. I only had a few left, so that's super helpful. Thank you so much. Next up is Luna Pack, and there's a bunch of emojis in the name. An elk cow carcass. Thanks so much. Next up is Nov. Happy holidays. That's so good. 1 canine claw, 1 whale rib bone, and 3 lucky foots. Thanks so much. Next up is Anonymous. A Baltimore checker spot. I'm not sure if I have this one. And 2 bones. Thank you. Next is Kaylee. Kaylee sent 1 bearberry. Thanks so much, Kaylee. Next up is Brooke, also with cute little paw prints. And Brooke sent 2 GC. Thank you so much. Next is Anxiety, which I have. I can tell you that. A lot of people have anxiety, so that's a great username. 1 bone, 1 canine claw, 1 gnawing hoof, and 100 SC. I hope you weren't too anxious sending that gift because I loved it. Next is Anonymous. A beaver carcass, thanks. Anonymous again. A fairy ring moss. I'm surprised that's through an anonymous gift, but thank you so much to whoever sent that. And another Anonymous. 3 peregrine falcon feathers. Thank you. Next up is Wolf. Kind of like wolf, but with a U. Woof, woof. 1 rich healing salve and 10 SC. Thanks so much. Next up is, I don't know how to pronounce that, but you can see it from here. Oh, wow. A coyote pelt and a coyote skull. That's an awesome gift. Thank you so much, user I could not pronounce. Next up is Anonymous. 5SC. Thank you so much. The good number of gifts is left. Next up is the Little Arrow. A cure for all. Thanks so much, Little Arrow. That'll help with the diarrhea my wolf always gets. Next up is Food ? Food? Could it be food? It's not food. A northern Alaskan fox and 2 lucky foots. Thank you so much. I don't think I have that fox yet. Next up is Jackie in a box. A doe carcass. Thank you so much. And red pineapple 1. A bone set, an aloe, and an oregano. Aloe, super helpful. Thank you so much. Next up is Chip. A beaver carcass. Thank you. Next up is Albedo with little test tubes. An arnica. Thank you. Next up is Sammykins. 5 arnicas. Thank you so much. Next up is Fern. A golden seal herb. 2 doe carcasses, a hare carcass, and a delicate meat. Thank you so much. This is from my friend Squirrel. It's probably my best wolfed friend in the game. So they said they sent a really awesome gift. So let's see. Wow. Okay. Sinner's Cape, which is a decor, food bundle, toy bundle, Sinner's Cape only, and Pose variant relax. And when I look at this, these decors are privated. I actually love collecting private decors. I have quite a few of them, like at least 20, and I definitely don't have these ones. I'm not sure how Astra got 2 of them, but holy wow. Thank you so much, Astra. I hope you liked your gifts. And I hope you have a happy holidays, but I'm going to message you on Discord too. Next up is Camp Cat. And they sent a bone set and 10SC. Thank you so much. Next up is Waking Sun. I almost said Walking Sun. And they have a little sun in their icon. 3 nesting materials, which was actually on my wish list. I actually always need nesting materials. I'm too lazy to craft them. And 50 SC. Next up is an anonymous gift again. A lucky foot. Thank you so much. Next up is Hawkins. A black sage. Thank you so much, Hawkins. I do a lot of breeding, so any breeding items are awesome, especially when new updates come and there's new cool things. Next one is from Tilia Cordata, and they used my second favorite wrapping, the tree. A forest dwelling. Thank you so much. Next up is from Ren. 3 nesting materials. Amazing. Just like I said a few minutes ago, I always need these. Next up is from Chicken. You think they're a real chicken? You gotta be over 16 to play Wolfden, so you better be a really old chicken. How old can chickens live to? How old can chickens live to? Google says 10, so this is an underage chicken. I'm just kidding. It's a person who's of age. A chicken egg! That's so funny. Oh my god. I went off about chicken, so I'm glad there's a chicken egg in it. That's so great. Thank you, chicken, and 50 SC. Honestly, I think I'm more excited about the chicken egg. That made me laugh so hard. And it's our first egg. I haven't been to egg so much this year. I got egged a ton 2 years ago when gifting first came out, and I didn't play last year. And I heard people were still egging this year, but I haven't got much so far. Next up is Radco's Sinister. A nesting material. Thank you so much. Chaos Collective. 5 nesting materials. We're definitely going to... Okay. I know it's late and you'll already see this, but I'm going to add a nesting material counter as well. And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that quick speed chore time. I just couldn't stand the notifications any longer. I had to clear them out real quick. So now we're doing gifts again. First up, Rain Tamaki. 1 nesting material. Thank you so much. Next up is Zalia with a little meteor. A lucky foot. Thank you. Next up is Anonymous. 2 feverfews and a garlic. Thank you so much. Next up is Mish. Coyote tail. Thank you so much. Next up is Anonymous again. A chicken egg remnant. That's 2 eggs. Yes. So many eggs. Next up is Anonymous. Oh my, wow. I don't know who sent this. This is a very generous anonymous person. 3,000 SC. And if that wasn't generous enough, 20 GC. That is insane. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Next up is Autumn Vulps. I know I'm saying that wrong, but I tried. 2 healing salves. Thank you so much. Next up is Shadow Sape X. A whale rib bone and meat chunks, large. I don't think we've gotten a lot of meat chunks so far. It's a super rare gift. Next up, Anonymous. A gyro falcon feather. Thank you so much. And Anonymous again. A remnant acorn. Thank you. And bear with little lightning strikes. So fancy. A pride flag ally. Thank you. I actually am an ally, so that's super awesome. Next up, the Raven Flight. 3 feverfews. Next up is 39. Yeah. Nesting material. Yeah. Next up is Winnie. A bloody demonic and an elk-bull carcass. Next up is Sweet. Says they got 97 out of 100 gifts. I hope you got all your gifts, Sweet. I'm sorry. That kind of sucks. But maybe it's just not updated yet. A medicine pox bomb, a bovine carcass, a nesting material, a bone, and a lucky foot. Thank you so much, Sweet. I hope you got all the gifts, whether you're sending or receiving them. Next up is Moon. A lucky foot. Thank you so much. Next up is Celestial Cactus. 3 nesting materials. Thank you. Next up is Santa Zanuck. The Zanuck? I don't know. But I love how they put Santa in their name. I should have done that. I could have been Santa Slothie. I guess I still could. People are still opening their gifts, but next year I'll make sure to do that. Oh, wow. Santa Zasnick. Santa Dasnick really went all out. Hawaii Wildlife Refuge, Protected Barn Owl, Lunar Moth, Adventurous Ferret Friend, and Shark-Tail Blue and Striped. I believe these were all on my wish list. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to go through my wish list. But I just feel like I've been so spoiled so far. I hope everyone else got good gifts too. I tried to send out as many gifts as I could. I sent like 1,080 gifts out. And they all weren't amazing, but I tried to give everyone something good. Next up is Nape. A doe carcass. Thank you so much, Nape. Next is an Anonymous. 1 SC. That's okay. It brings our total up 1 SC. Every SC counts. We will not leave any SC behind. Next up is Sneaky with eggs. So there's sneaky eggs. A coyote tail and 2 nesting materials. Thank you so much. Next up is Allie Meal. A black sage and 4 nesting materials. Wow, I got so many nesting materials. This is great. Thank you so much. Next up is Caballerius. I'm never going to get that right. Next up is Cab. And they sent an acorn. Thank you so much. Next up is Gremlin. I'm going to imagine them as that little gremlin from the Gremlins movie. 3 nesting materials, 500 SC, and 5 GC. That's way too nice. That's nice if you're the good gremlins, but if you're the bad gremlins, it's too nice. But thank you so much. Next up is Mama Shadow, who's in the group I'm in, Yearn for Agony. It's a really awesome group. And it is a wolf tail, a smoldering effigy, a wolf skull, and a scar bite. Thank you so much, Mama Shadow. It sounds weird to say that. But Mama Shadow is just so nice in the group. She really is like the mom of the group. Next up is Zombie Taupe. And it's got all these cool little letters. That's so cool. Coyote Tail, thank you so much. I got so many coyote things, which is great. If they ever do a coyote base, I am ready. Next up is Midnight. A critter bundle and a plushy friend wolf goddess. I actually have plushy friend orange, I think. I don't have this one. Thank you so much, Midnight. I can't remember if Midnight's the one who makes this decor. Okay, I searched it up, and Midnight is not the one who makes this decor. Yabby is the one who makes this decor. So if you like these decors, go check them out. They're called Plushy Friend. I love them. They're super cute. And I actually worked with the artist to have a few more plushy friends come out. Some bluey themed plushies. I have Wandering Spirit of Christmas plushie. I want to do a plushie of my sloth character. And I eventually want to do a plushie of my little wolf persona that I use for these videos. Thanks again, Midnight. It was a super awesome gift. Next up is Dark Rose. 10SC. Thank you so much, Dark Rose. Next up is Raining Wolves. It's raining wolves. Alleluia. Oh my god, all my personality is just showing this video. I hope I haven't scared you all away. A nesting material. Thank you so much. I definitely have not had Baileys. That has nothing to do with me reacting to my gifts. Except I'm going to take a sip. 1 sec. That was me drinking. The avatar doesn't show it. I don't know if I thanked them. Thank you for one nesting material. Next up is Carrie. I can't remember where I know Carrie from. Maybe Yearn for Agony? If not, they're just a super awesome player. I see Carrie a lot. Oh, Carrie invited me to like a decor and item trading group. Carrie's really cool. I got a Wyoming Grand Teton, probably said that wrong, and a Chattering Parakeet. And I know these are both on my wish list. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm trying to collect every decor. So I'm going to have to go through my entire gifts and make sure I don't buy them again. And I get them off my wish list. Thank you so much. Next up is Starlight. Blacktail Carcass. Thank you so much, Starlight. I love your username. Next up is Rain with an E. Two whale rib bones. Thank you so much. Next up is Nightmare Logic. A ton of dead materials. Thank you. I got some leaves, you got some branches, and a rock. It's like Charlie Brown. I got a rock. If you recognize that reference, you are certified old. If you recognize the Charlie Brown rock reference. Next up is Lay. Hopefully I got that right in one of those. Nesting materials. Thank you so much. Next up is Vulcanthropy. I feel like I've seen them around the site. Another nesting material. Thank you so much. Next is Sea Life. They. So good. I got that right. And they got little heart invitations. That's so cute. Amusement scraps and 2 nesting materials. Thank you so much. Next up is Freedom. And I'm pretty sure this rat means they're part of like the Melvin's mission worship thing. I do not worship him. A black sage. Never mind. All hail Melvin. Thank you, Freedom. Next up is Deadly Crafts. I craft in real life, but they're not deadly. They're cute and adorable. Maybe I'll put a picture here real quick. If I don't, oops. And let's look. 100 FC. Thank you so much, Deadly Crafts. It was not a deadly gift, I can tell you that. Next up is Hazel. 100 SC! That's 2 in a row. If we get another 100 SC. Oh, no. Nox isn't going to just send 100 SC. But if they had, it would have been hilarious. Notorious Knox, who's also part of Urine for Agony. I hope I'm not shouting. A braid beads worm. I almost said braid beads worm. A worm would have been cool too. But thank you. This is an awesome decor. Next up is Bones. We only have 11 gifts left, but let's see if we get some good ones. Not that it's about it being good. I just am really hyped up right now. A nesting material, 3 feathers, and 4 GC. I honestly, every time we've said gyrofalcon, I think I've messed it up. It might be gyrofalcon, like when you say gyro. So I don't know. If I've been saying it wrong this whole time, someone let me know in the comments. I'm sure someone will. Next up is Pandora. I just saw Avatar 2. I won't spoil anything, but I love it. I waited 12 years for it. It was a great movie. Go check it out if you like really pretty movies. A lucky foot. Thank you, Pandora and James Cameron. Next is Pheolin. 100 SC. Thank you. Next up is Every Username is Taken. I know I've seen them around the site. It's a really funny username. It's like you fill out your username, that's taken. You put another username, that's taken. It's relatable. And I got in Wolfden quick enough that I got Slothie, but that doesn't happen on every site. There are other Slothies in the world. 3 nesting materials. Thank you so much. Next is the Posh Ace. Essence Fur Club and 70 SC. This video is getting more unhinged as we go. This gift is from probably not an opossum, but they could be. It's not 100%. There's a small chance they might be an opossum. Is there a possum? Yes. Okay, so like he's got wisp eyes because he's no brain. He has brain, but the possum's controlling it. So he's probably not an opossum, but it's just the possum covering it up. So I think he's not a possum, but he's being controlled by a possum. Possum. Case solved. Mystery solved. Thank you. Let's go see what you got me. 2 nesting materials, an owl talon, and a puffin feather. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my commentary on your lead. Next up is Eddie with little bats. 60 SC. Thank you so much. Next up is Honey Bear. That's a cute name. I thought Slothie was a cute name, but Honey Bear is super cute. Glowing spores, a charcoal, a tuggy tendril, a butterfly wing, and a blue skin. Thank you so much. Next is Crimson Blaze, like the Crimson Chin, but this is cooler. An elk bull. Thank you so much. Next up is Tune. 5 nesting materials. And next up, our last one. Let's see what it is. Drum roll. 5 rats. That's a great. Oh my god. Honestly, Soft Wolf. It couldn't have been any better than 5 rats as the last thing. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go do the raffle real quick. So I promised that would end while I was in this video. So manage raffles, anti-Grinch raffle, 20 rare items. This is Wandering Spirit of Gifts, by the way. He's the one that the plushie decor is going to be made out of. Okay, and we're going to click manually finish raffle. Yes, I am sure I want to end my raffle early. So now it's just going to take a sec for the prizes to draw, and I will come back when the prizes are drawn. Okay, we have the prizes. To the 3 Howling Wolves is Corgista. Thank you so much. Blessings of Cactus Cats goes to Tooth. That's a funny name. Rowanberry's 1 is Balanoptera. And number 2 is Silver Wolf. Sweater 1 is Eris. Sweater 2 is Honey Fern. Fox is Altair. Arctic Fox Kits is Kai. Kai is actually my friend in real life, so that's funny. I did not rig it. Hope you enjoy your fox. The Holly Tail Jewelry is Remedy. Moon is Silent. Congrats, Silent. That's a really awesome prize. Celtic Jewelry, Cat. The no main, no game went to the Rabbit King. That's probably the rarest item. So congrats, the Rabbit King. I hope you really enjoy that. Oh, your wolves are dying. Oh, it's just one. It's probably just a raisin chase then. Next up, Sugar Cookie Sword Board. That's a really awesome name. Sword Board. Thank you so much for entering. I don't know why I'm thanking people. I'm giving stuff out. Next up is Reggie with a pose variant and Bear with a pose variant. Thank you so much. Next up is Rap Sugar Cookie, Rat King, Cosmic 66, and Nick. I hope you enjoy. And finally, 2 Christmas sweaters, Jet and Luna Wolf. I got a lot of gift letters saying thank you, and I might send some gift letters out later, but I've already said a lot of thanks in this video, so it might be funner just to link people, me opening their gift with the timestamps. Maybe I'll do that. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much. I hope you had a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever else you celebrate. I hope you weren't alone. But if you were, I hope you still made the best of it, even if you just played Wolfden all day. That's what I did on my birthday this year. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye, everyone.